Have you ever stopped to think about how the clothes you're wearing are actually made? Well, today we're diving into a piece of technology that is completely changing the game for garment factories. We're talking about automatic cutting, and it's turning production lines into absolute powerhouses of efficiency. Okay, let's get right to the heart of it. I want you to picture this: a huge stack of fabric, 100 layers thick. Now, if you were in a traditional factory, how long do you think it would take to cut a precise pattern through that whole thing? Go ahead, take a guess. An hour? 2 hours? If you guess that, you're pretty much on the money. Manually, you're looking at 2 skilled workers taking about 1 to 2 hours to get the job done right. But with an automatic cutting machine, it takes just 1 operator, only 20 minutes. That's not just a little faster. That is a complete revolution in how work gets done. To really appreciate just how big of a deal that is, we need to talk about the old way of doing things. For decades, the manual cutting process has been a real headache for manufacturers, full of high costs and just a ton of intense physical effort. And, you know, all these challenges are linked. You need highly skilled workers, but even the best of them get tired. And when that happens, keeping every single cut consistent across thousands of pieces becomes incredibly difficult. So, what's the result? Slower production, more wasted fabric from mistakes, and pretty soon, the cutting room becomes the biggest bottleneck in the entire factory. And that, right there, is where the solution comes in. We're talking about the power of automation. This is where everything changes because it delivers on 3 absolutely crucial promises: speed, precision, and unbreakable consistency. So what is one of these machines exactly? Well, think of it as a super intelligent, computer-guided system. It takes a digital design, maybe from a CAD program, and translates it into a flawless cutting path. Then it just executes it perfectly, layer after layer after layer. It completely transforms the process from the ground up. And this technology is so precise and versatile that it goes way beyond just the clothes in your closet. It's being used in a ton of different industries, from making home textiles and medical supplies to cutting the fabric for the interior of the car you drive. All right, but let's get to the question that every single factory manager is asking. Does it actually make financial sense? Let's break down the numbers and talk about the return on investment, the ROI. First, let's talk about labor. This number is just staggering. By automating the cutting process, a factory can reduce its labor needs for this specific job by up to 75%. And that frees up those skilled workers to move to other, more valuable parts of the production line. Okay, next up, material costs. This automated precision isn't just about making perfect shapes, it's about efficiency. The machine is so smart, it can figure out the best way to lay out patterns to minimize waste. This can lead to annual savings on fabric of up to 2%. Now, that might sound small, but when you're buying tons of fabric, it adds up to a massive amount of money. Let's look at how this plays out in the real world. In a case study, one factory went from 24 manual cutters down to just 6 machine operators. That change alone saved them nearly 2 million TWD a year. Then add in the fabric savings, and you're looking at a total annual savings of anywhere from 3.7 to 6.7 million TWD. The numbers are just undeniable. And here is the bottom line, the real punchline. When you add up all those savings, the big initial investment in one of these machines pays for itself in just 2 to 2.5 years. From a business perspective, that is an incredibly fast and powerful return. But hey, it's not all about the financials. Automation also brings huge benefits in product quality and gives you the flexibility to adapt to what the market wants. Let's look at a company that actually put this to the test. So there's this laundry company in Poland called Babel. They were really struggling with inconsistent cuts, which meant wasted fabric and problems with their sizing. So what did they do? They brought in automatic cutting machines. The results were amazing. Their efficiency went up 4 times, they hit 97% precision, and they were able to move their skilled team to do more complex finishing work. And this brings up such an important point. The whole idea here is not to replace talented people. It's to make their work even better. You let the machine handle the repetitive, high-volume stuff with perfect accuracy, and that frees up your human experts to focus on the intricate details and quality control where their skills really shine. So you see, bringing in this technology is about so much more than just a single machine. It's really a foundational step toward building a truly smart factory, an operation that runs on data and intelligent systems, all working together. The real magic is in the software that runs it all. You have CAD/CAM integration, which makes sure what you design on the computer is exactly what gets cut. Then there's real-time monitoring, so managers can see performance and spot problems instantly. And my favorite part? These smart nesting algorithms that are like a genius puzzle solver, always arranging patterns to squeeze every last bit of value out of the raw material.
So investing in an automatic cutter isn't just a simple equipment upgrade. No, it's a strategic decision. It's about building a factory that's more efficient, more precise, and ultimately more sustainable and ready for whatever the future holds.
And that leaves us with one last thought. The future of manufacturing, driven by intelligent automation, is already here. So the only real question left to ask is your technology ready for it? Thanks for watching.